Good morning. Thank you very much to all the people who've supported my channel over these last weeks and encouraged me by sending me positive feedback. I'm on a journey myself with mental health, and I'm hoping to inspire and encourage other people to tackle some of the issues that you may have been scared of dealing with all of your life, much like I have. I was diagnosed with several conditions, and they're explained in other videos. One of the things I've been asked, and many comments that have come through to me, have been on the subject of OCD. What is OCD and how is it termed as an anxiety disorder? And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist. I've got a lot of experience of having these problems myself. So I would like today to go over very simply what the government's website, NHS, National Health Service, if you're in England, has to say about the various different disorders. So we can lay down a foundation of understanding to work from. And for anybody who's got children, family members, friends, let's just get some building blocks in place so that we've got somewhere to refer back to. And the little subscription thing is up there, it's just there, because if you would like to subscribe to my channel, I can keep you up to date with the various different things I'm going to be doing. And I'd like to think that my efforts are genuine, sincere, and my whole goal is to be transparent with the problems I've got, so that you may relate to me and then be able to brave going out and being a little bit more open with people about the disorders or issues you may have. Because let's face it, we live in a bit of a strange world, and I don't think anybody's completely normal. So, types of anxiety. Well, OCD is termed as an anxiety disorder. Anxiety normally means to us worrying. I mean, that's the first thing you would assume anxiety to be related to. So the types of anxiety here, surprisingly: generalised anxiety disorder, social anxiety, health anxiety, and also there's a thing at the bottom here that says signs of anxiety disorder. And I think we can go through and do a little test at the end. But first of all, let's have a little look at the generalised anxiety disorder, because this is all new to me and I want to understand it fully, and I want you to come along on the journey with me so we can understand it together, and then we can put a plan in action to try to improve our quality of life together. Anxiety is a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear, that can be mild or severe. Everyone has feelings of anxiety at some point in their life. For example, you may feel worried or anxious about sitting an exam or having a medical test or job interview. Still a few twitches trying to master. During times like these, feeling anxious can be perfectly normal. But some people find it hard to control their worries. Their feelings of anxiety are more constant and can often affect their daily lives. Anxiety is the main symptom of several conditions, including panic disorder, phobias such as agoraphobia, claustrophobia, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and social anxiety disorder, social phobia. The information in this section is about a specific condition called Generalised Anxiety Disorder. That's GAD. So GAD, or GAD, is a long-term condition that causes you to feel anxious about a wide range of situations and issues, rather than one specific event. People with GAD feel anxious most days and often struggle to remember the last time they felt relaxed. As soon as one anxious thought is resolved, another may appear about a different issue. So that sounds unpleasant. And I'm sure that many people watching this will relate to that. So, symptoms of generalised anxiety disorder. If you think you may have this or may have some symptoms, GAD can cause both psychological, mental, and physical symptoms. They vary from person to person, but can include feeling restless or worried, having trouble concentrating or sleeping, dizziness, or heart palpitations. And here it says when to get help for anxiety. Although feelings of anxiety at certain times are completely normal, as we've discussed earlier, if it's affecting you severely, then contact your GP. Your GP will ask about your symptoms and your worries, your fears, your emotions to find out if you could have GAD. What causes this then? What causes generalised anxiety disorder? The exact cause of GAD is not fully understood, although it's likely that a combination of several factors play a role. Research has suggested that these may include overactivity is an area of the brain involved in emotions and behaviour, an imbalance of the brain chemicals serotonin, which are involved in control and regulation of mood. The genes you inherit from your parents, you're estimated to be 5 times more likely to develop GAD if you have a close relation with that condition. Having a history of stressful or traumatic experience, such as domestic violence, child abuse, or bullying. And bullying can be mental as well as physical. I would probably say mental bullying is worse in the long run. So that's my injection there. Having a painful long-term health condition such as arthritis. Having a history of drug or alcohol misuse. But many people develop GAD for no apparent reason. So who is affected? GAD is a common condition, estimated to affect up to 5% of the UK population. Slightly more women are affected than men, and the condition is more common in people from the ages of 35 to 59. How generalised anxiety disorder, GAD, is treated. GAD can have a significant effect on your daily life, as we've discussed earlier. When you're worrying, you're stressful, anxious, it's not a nice place to be. But several different treatments are available that can ease the symptoms. These include psychological therapies. You can get psychological therapies like cognitive behaviour therapy, CBT, which is brilliant. I've done that and I've helped other people with it. We'll talk about that in another video. These are available on the NHS. You do not need a referral from a GP, and you can refer yourself for psychological therapies services in your area, and they are really, really good. You've only got to go online and you're done. Medicine, such as a type of antidepressant called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRI. With treatment, many people are able to control their anxiety levels, but some treatments may be continued for a long time, and there may be periods where your symptoms worsen. And I would just say that when your symptoms are generally going to get a little bit worse, is if you do start to take some medicines, sometimes there's a dip before it lifts. And that's from my personal experience. Self-help for generalised anxiety disorder. So if you want to do something yourself at home right now, what can you do? There are many things you can do. Going on a self-help course. There are self-help courses on websites. YouTube's a fantastic place to gain self-help. There's some really, really knowledgeable, qualified people who can give self-help. Courses are free. You can just watch the channel, make notes, engage with it properly. Whatever you are putting in, you will get out. So engage. It's hard to sometimes. Exercising regularly. Oh my goodness me. So boring exercising can be. But it doesn't necessarily mean joining a gym and going and doing all the various different things that everyone else is doing. It does mean just sometimes going for walks. Find someone who likes going for a walk. If you've got a dog or a friend who's got a dog, take it for a walk. Just that whole thing can lift your attitude. Cutting down on the amount of alcohol and caffeine you drink. Don't give everything up. That's not what it's saying. And I'm going to be going on a journey where I'm reducing my sugar levels, my caffeine levels and various other things that aren't necessarily good for me, and seeing if that does make a difference. But what I'm going to do, and I would suggest that you do, is make a journal. Just get a scrap of paper, even put it into your iPhone. Monday, felt like this. Next Monday, feeling like this. I have reduced my sugar levels. So, in a nutshell, that is generalised anxiety disorder. I'm learning, and I'm hoping that while I'm learning that you're learning as well, and I hope that we can go together on this journey into mental health and what it's all about. And I'm quite excited because I do think that I can make a difference to some of my issues and my problems just by feeling that I'm not alone, feeling that I am with the people who've been kind enough to subscribe to my channel and to send me comments, letting me know that I am not the only person in the world to have some of the strangest twitches and habits and disorders and ways of thinking. It's nice to know that you're not alone. I'm doing it because I really want to do something good in my life where I'm actually going to be able to help people. So I really want to hear your feedback. I want to hear what you've got to say about my channel, about the things that I struggle with, the things that you struggle with. I've been able to help people in the past, and I want to be able to help the person I'm speaking to on the other side of this screen. That's you. If there's a way that I can help, don't be afraid to ask me a question. I'm just a simple, normal person on the other end of a microphone and camera wanting to do some good in this world. So, by all means, just contact me. Thanks very much.